There's a saying that says, rock bottom will teach you lessons that the mountaintop never will. Today, let me share with you a story that just proves how true that is. Come along with me. There is a man, his name is David. At the age of 35, his life fell completely apart. Everything started going wrong with him. Mr. David lost his job from a company where he has worked for 10 good years. Little savings he had saved up dried up within months. Then, sadly, the pressure of unpaid bills started piling up. What do you think? We'll follow next. All his so-called friends stopped picking up his calls. This began to give Mr. David a whole lot of concern, to the extent that he started losing sleep, started experiencing sleepless nights. Mr. David started wondering while awake on his bed in the night, dead of the night, was wondering how things quickly collapsed, how things quickly fell apart. His friends vanished. Well, he had to start to sell things in his apartment. Had to sell a lot of things. Started with the cushion, the settees, tables, lamps, a lot of things. So one evening, lying on the floor in his almost empty apartment, then the thought of giving up completely just came up to his mind. So while thinking on how to go about not trying again, what should he do? What does he want? Someone who has given up, who is thinking of giving up, what does the person do? Do you just stay there, don't do anything, sell up everything in the apartment? Okay, become homeless, go hungry, kill yourself, and all that. I was just thinking, ruminating over everything over and over. What do I do? How does one give up? At what point does one start to give up? What is the process of giving up? I started thinking, how do I give up? Do I just stop breathing? Do I just empty the apartment and then go on the streets? Do I start begging? He thought a whole lot of ways to give up. How do I give up? What happens after I give up? How do I survive after I have given up? What happens to me if I don't do anything again, if I don't try again? What will happen to my life? What will be the quality of my life after now? Are things not bad enough yet? He thought. Oh God, help. God, if only you will help me. If only you will make a way. He started thinking, didn't know what to do. Started rolling all over the floor of his almost empty apartment, looking for, as if someone should just come and show him what to do, tell him what to do, instruct him on a way out of this mess. So, while rolling all over the place, scattering whatever remained in the place, in the almost empty apartment, something just whispered to him, as if talking to him. Says, what if tomorrow looks different? What if tomorrow, if only you just try, give it another shot, maybe look for a job, maybe look for, maybe you visit someone who used to be a mentor to you, maybe you look for how to try on that business again, if it will click. Or maybe that's your business idea, you can try to look for a partner. You know, that thing just crossed his mind as if whispering to his ears. What if you just try again? What if something different happens? So, Mr. David made a promise to himself. All right, he got up. I will make simple steps, one step on daily basis. I'll try reconnecting with those who used to be my mentor, try to reconnect with those who used to be my friends. And now, anyone that slams his door at my face, I'll know definitely don't want to see me again, and that's it. Bye-bye. So I'll just take one little step per day. Anywhere it leads, I'll follow. Yes, he made that singular promise to himself to try again. But guess what? It was futile. It was futile. It was humiliating. It was a no-no. He was rejected from jobs where he applied to, rejected over and over and over again. It was so humiliating. He almost killed himself. He went everywhere sharing resumes, but nobody is interested to read. Well, he kept on going about anyway. He promised himself he's going to try. One simple step every single day to apply for a job. And he went about doing just that. He would go everywhere, look for anywhere and everywhere, whether there's a vacancy post, whether there's no vacancy post. He just kept on walking to that place. He walked there, dropped his resume, and left. If they like, drop it in the dustbin, he won't care. He just worked on dropping his resumes. So while he was at it, weeks turned into months, and then he still kept on going, right? A lot of times he would sleep without any food. Remember, he doesn't have any money. His little savings are dried up. So whatever he was able to gather, at times he would just drink water and go to bed. And it was beginning to show on him. This went on for weeks, into months. And then one small company called him for a role in a small startup. Of course, quickly, Mr. David grabbed this opportunity and he gave it his best shot. He was so happy somebody gave him another opportunity after a long while, even on empty stomach with little energy. He didn't mind. He knew that there is light at the end of the tunnel for him. He gave it his best and learned new skills. Slowly, he built his value. David rose in ranks, and years later, he became the CEO of that same startup company that gave him opportunity. Wow, look at life. David, or Mr. David, the man who spent several days going hungry, now can afford to feed hundreds of families. He now is able to feed hundreds of families through the jobs he created. Note this, that his rock bottom wasn't his end, rather it was the beginning of his breakthrough. Well, because he didn't allow it. Or maybe you can say it's because the universe smiled on him. Remember this, that life has a way of rebuilding you in the dark, but only if you refuse to quit. Take notes. Rock bottom isn't a place for you to stay. It's a place to rise from. If you feel like giving up, remember David. But remember this, what he did, promised to himself he would take one small step every day, and it worked for him. Try it. Maybe it will work for you too. If this story has resonated with you, share it with somebody who may need it. Like it, comment until I come your way again. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, Tanner's World, do not hesitate to do that. Thank you very much. Right now it's a wrap. Bye-bye.